Welcome to Ben's Day Off. Thanks so much for following along. Today we're going to be doing a couple different cooks. We're going to be doing smoked chicken, a whole chicken on the Traeger, and we're going to be doing a mac and cheese as a side. And we're going to be doing that in a cast iron frying pan. So this is a lot of fun. I really enjoy doing this meal, so please follow along and let's get after it. So when I am prepping chicken for the smoker, I generally do what's called a spatchcock or similar to that. The only difference is instead of just laying mine out flat, I just split it right in two, essentially. So we want to take a section of the back out. So there we go, we have our beautiful chicken all ready to go, and that'll take a lot of the rub, and it's easier to get a lot of the rub on the inside. You get a little bit more surface area to get all of that flavor penetrating into the meat. So for seasoning today, I'm going to be using one of our favorites. It's this Traeger rub. Now this is garlic and chili pepper, and you can pretty much use any type of rub you want. This is one that we really like. The garlic comes through really nice. So you want to season these pretty liberally. I'll probably end up saying that a lot because I like a lot of seasoning. Now, I don't use anything for a binder when I do chicken. I find everything sticks really well. You want to get everything coated really nice. Don't miss anything. Now you can do this in like a tin foil pan if you want to. I've done that as well. It makes cleanup a little bit easier. But you want to get both sides all over. Really good. And now once we get this seasoned up, we're going to let it set for just a little bit. You can do this the night before really if you want to. I do it with my pork butts all the time just to really let that rub penetrate. But really just, you know, a couple hours before you go on the smoker is fine. All right, those are looking really good. Just kind of press it in there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to leave this just in the fridge for a little while before I go out and put it on the smoker. So when we are ready to go there, we'll meet up again. Here we go. So at this point, we're going to start our roux for our sauce. And this is going to be just a couple tablespoons of butter. Melt that down. Let it get all melted. And then we're going to add in our flour, about a quarter of a cup, maybe a third at most. Get that all incorporated. And then if you have 2% or whole milk, that's usually what I use. But I had 1%, so that is what I use today. So just add in, I'd say maybe half a cup just to start. You want to let it kind of build. And then once it starts to thicken up, you can add in some more. I added in some cream because I had it and I wanted to get a little bit more kind of richness in there and just give it a little bit more fat. And this is a rub that I like to use. And salt, pepper, garlic. I use it on a lot of different things. It's so great on eggs and pretty much anything. Potatoes. It's got a nice smoke to it as well. Nice flavor. We're just going to add some of that in. So now I also want to add just a little bit of Killer Hogs barbecue spice. This is a new one I got. And it's supposed to be really good on a lot of different things. So we're going to try it today. Just want to get a little bit of extra flavor in this mac and cheese and get some nice color. You notice I didn't add any salt, and that's because obviously there's salt in the SPG, and there's going to be salt in this as well. There we go. So I've got two different types of cheese. We're doing a sharp cheddar and then a marble jalapeno, kind of a fiesta mix, just to give it a little bit of kick. So I've got about a cup and a half of the fiesta, and then probably 2 cups of the cheddar. No shortage on the cheese. All right. I'll just keep stirring that. All to come together. Stop spilling it over the side. Okay, so our sauce is ready to go for our macaroni and cheese. So I've got 3 cups of macaroni here, just cooked al dente. Whoop. We'll start with that, see where we get. Our beautiful cheese sauce that we made turned out really nice. Just want to make sure everything gets incorporated before I add all the rest of the noodles. Looks like lots of sauce. We'll go ahead and add the rest of those. Smells good. Hopefully that's a good sign. Try to get a little bit easier to see there. Sorry about that. There we go. All right. So these noodles will obviously soak up some of this sauce, and then they're gonna cook for a little while longer too in the smoker. So just add a little bit more sauce. Go. That looks good. So what I'll do is I'm going to be covering this in foil to cook for the first 30-40 minutes, and then over the last 20 minutes to a half an hour I'll uncover it, and hopefully we'll get that nice crispy top. All right, we'll see you out at the smoker. Okay, so we have the Traeger all warmed up. So what we're going to do is we're going to cook it on super smoke at 225, and we're going to do that for about half an hour because I want to try to impart some really good smoke at the first part of the cook. And then at that point, we'll crank it up to 350, 375 to get a really good crisp on the chicken skin, and also to fully cook our mac and cheese. Okay, so we'll check on that in a little bit. Okay, so the smoker's been going for about half an hour. Let's see where we're at. Yeah, we got some good smoke on the mac and cheese. Chicken's got some good smoke. So at this point, we're gonna turn it up to about 350, 375, and we'll let it go for probably another 45 minutes to an hour. Okay, so that's been about 45 minutes. I checked the internal temperature on the chicken. We're about 165 to 170, which is perfect. And the mac and cheese is looking perfect and ready to go. So let's check it out. Everything is done perfect. Crispy and juicy. And that's pretty much the cook. Thanks everyone for being part of my day off.